Hello everybody and welcome back, I guess I should say. I don't know. I know it's been a really long time since I've live streamed, period, kind of, with Trainz. But this is mostly a catch up because I want to announce that the route I've been working on, I've done a lot of progress. Not detail-wise, track-wise, I've extended probably about 20 some odd miles to it. So I'm kind of here to give you a little tour. I think I'm actually going to run a train today. But this is still beta, so I'm going to probably mess up driving it. But I also want to... hold on, I got to get out of this real quick. Yeah, I knew that was wrong. But I also have some things that I kind of want to show off in a way. So let me see. What do I want to do with this? Okay. So I'm just gonna build a train here. It's gonna kind of be random. That's right. This is so long. Yeah, that's long. Come on. There must be. Wait. Here we go. There it is. Alright. Okay, let's get this here. Alright, let me delete this stuff. Okay. Probably should have prepared this train before I started, but this will do. So I literally, like in the last couple of days, I just got done extending the track all the way through to the next yard, which will probably be the end of this section. Just because, you know, it's long enough. I might decide to extend it, but there is actually another area that I'm gonna have to extend eventually, because it is part of a key area for this railroad, kind of. I've made it so that it really only sees 2 trains a day. Great PSR, but I made it so that it does connect with another railroad. I haven't decided if it's going to be CSX or Norfolk Southern quite yet. But it just, this line and the yard that it goes to is so, just doesn't see as much action. So it doesn't really need to get a lot of trains. But passenger does run on part of the line. Passenger runs on this whole route that the one that we're going to be running on, it runs on about 75% of it. And then Amtrak, so Amtrak will be the main passenger service here. It only goes off this route to service one station. Does this have an EOT? No. But that'll definitely be another video. I'm gonna do Pan Am boxcar, because I know that has an EOT. Alright, so this train is long as hell, but No, Aiden, I gotta agree with you. I mean, honestly, I understand it from everything I've read. I mean, I hate that they have to do it, but I mean, I guess a good thing to think about it this way is with that happening, there's going to be a lot more trains coming through when everything opens back up. That's the only good thing that I'm going to get out of this situation, as well as hopefully the union's coming to somewhat of an agreement. Which I do hope will happen soon. And now that it's affecting Amtrak, that's even worse. Ooh, you guys are lucky. Have fun. I'm definitely gonna have to get back out there rail fanning with you guys. It has been way too long. Man, I've never seen that signal in trains before. That's why it's like that, because it's in an unknown state. Alright, so let me just get everything aligned. So I've been working on this probably for a while, but I just haven't done any videos. Part of the reason is that I've been very busy. Not gonna lie, I've been very, very busy. And then I got a laptop, so, and I've been, for a while now, I've been converting everything from my old computer to my new computer. And then trying to get all the files, the same thing, like everything back. But as you can see, I'm still trying to work some things out with that track missing. But, you know, it's slow progress, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very slow progress. But yeah, I was meant to get out rail fanning a lot more this summer, but it flew by pretty quick. And then with volunteering at the railroad, it's taken up a lot of my time on the weekends. But this winter I am going to make sure that I get back out there. Oh wow. Man, so that is really close to the train tracks then. Yeah, I might do it. I don't know. Sorry guys, I keep opening that up on the screen. With getting everything over, I still have to use my old computer, so instead of using instead of using 3 monitors, right now I'm down to 1. But that is another thing that I gotta do, is once I'm done with that, I can finally hook everything back up, hook up the monitors to my laptop. and then that screen won't continue popping up. Well, that is cool. I didn't know rail cars could have, I didn't know you could ride in the freight cars. And while this train is still moving, you guys are about to get a little bit of a sneak peek of what my train will end up passing, but I think it's okay. So let me unpause this. Alright, I need this. So, where is it? And yeah, I just noticed that tree in the bridge. Alright, so I also need, I'm going to put a little bit of a foreign power on this train. Because once I get my manifest where it needs to get to, this train will be the next train out. So this is WVP&M / Norfolk Southern interchange train. So this comes off to Norfolk Southern, and then we bring it up to the hatch feed, and then after that to where I drop off all the grain and stuff and whatnot, and then I bring it up to this yard. It's split in half, just because it's so long. Now I had, so no, I don't want that. That's what I want. Cylinder. Oops. Alright, so wrong track for right now, but. So this is a little yard. This is also where the one local that goes on to a new spur that I just added. This is where the one local gets made at. Right now I have it at roughly 15 to 20 cars when it leaves the yard. That's what I wanted. That car. But this is also where I hope to grain train, because this is the closest yard, and I don't think it would make sense to bring it all the way up to the other yard that is past here, just because it's such a long way for such a such a short journey for this train, kind of. And it's not that short, but so this is, I'm making this, it is a once a week train. It is as needed, but most of the time it's once a week. Unless there is an issue, unless this train is actually not really needed. It's the only time it won't run, but almost all the other times it runs. Alright, so that's good enough. Oh, my train's going a little slow. Yes, actually there is. I will actually, you know what? Since you said that, I will actually post some groups in the chat, because I do have some, and I even have one for the Philadelphia area. I am not part of this one, but I'd say that's probably a pretty good group. Oh yeah, and this. Okay, so I'm going to post a bunch of links in the chat, because there's a bunch that I follow. So, this won't just give heritage units. This is going to give everything. So the minute that these people find out, it'll be posted. So if I find something out, then I'll probably post it. But this has CSX, Norfolk Southern. So all of these groups are very important. So these are all, now unfortunately with some of these you have to be a member to join. So you have to be okay. So I will see what I can do. I can actually see right now if I can get you anything. Right now I honestly don't know if there is anything. So let me see. All right, so not seeing anything for it. Wait. Oh, here we go. Okay, here you go. I don't know how good this is going to be, but here you go. Here is your NJ Transit thing. I just posted it in the chat. Alright, so totally forgot about that crossing. And yes, it does not have gates. Once I start adding in detail, that's when I'll do it, but I'll do it for the video. I'll do it for a video. Well, you know what, Aiden? Tonight, once I'm done this, I will join the group. And when I see something, I will let you know. That, now the other thing you can check is heritage units, but a lot of the time it's probably after it's already passed. Approach medium. Well, I don't know why that's there, why it's an approach medium and not a clear, because I'm not going to be going over any switch tracks. Yeah, I will definitely do that. By the way, I don't know if you heard, but can't think of it. I think it was 662 is in the shops right now. I don't know if it's out of the shops, but last I heard it was not. It was having mechanical issues. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of NJ Transit units to catch. I haven't even caught one Heritage unit for New Jersey Transit. Um, but I definitely want to get out to. I was only there. I was only at Hamilton once, and that was years ago, before the New Jersey Transit Heritage units even existed. Um, Man, I make that mistake so many times that it's not even funny. The worst part is when the worst part is in Spanish class, when I'm trying to type on the computer something in Spanish and the computer doesn't understand what it's saying, what I'm trying to say. I hate it when that happens. It's okay. It's not okay when it's in English, but it's horrible in Spanish. Alright, now we're going to see the whole train pass right here. Now, I don't understand why it says 15 miles an hour. I don't. Oh, I know why. It's a glitch. Yeah, that's a bit of a sharp curve, but what am I going to do? I'll fix it eventually. Not. I'll probably forget about it, but that is something I definitely got to tweak. Alright, have fun with that, sir. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be really honest here. I would be playing Trainz 2019. The only problem is that once I switched over to my laptop, I had non-stop crashing issues. And I couldn't figure it out. And I don't remember if I reached out to NV3 Trainz or not. But at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Trainz 2022. But yeah, yeah, kind of. Right now, I'm kind of going between Trainz 2022, Run 8, and that's it. I think. Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to mention this. I may or may not have another route in progress. You know, I kind of got an idea. I might soon start building the Conrail Shared Assets Chester Secondary. You know, I've kind of got part of it laid out right now, very small part, and that's the area around Wanamaker Yard. Yes, I am a volunteer at the Westchester Railroad. Welcome back, Aiden. Lately I've been working almost every weekend. I know I am. So the way they do it is it's volunteer. So basically I can do it whenever I want. I like to do it as much as I can because it's fun for me. So I'm pretty sure I'll be doing it this Sunday. This Sunday, and then next Sunday as well. Yeah, definitely want to see those two, and I also want to see the new CSX paint scheme for Rail Safety Week. Yeah, I just saw that that was posted. Yeah, I gotta be really honest. I definitely recommend it. I mean, because I've been there, what, a year, and I have learned so many things. Um, that I've learned so many things that I can't even keep up with some of it. I'm not gonna lie, because there's just so much. But you know, the crew, we really get along. You know, and it's fun. It is very fun. There. Right now. Right now I've been arriving. So right now we're only doing one training. That's at 12 o'clock. So I usually get there around 9:45, 10 o'clock. To start helping out with the trains. So by that depending on how many people were there, usually I get there, like I'm usually the first train man, and there's usually 3 or 4. So I will get the windows open, make sure all the lights and the fans are on, and then wait for more orders, basically. And then during Christmas time, it is so many different times. Some days we have a first train at 8, so then it would be 8. So between 5 and 6 in the morning, I'll get there in the winter, and then other times it's 8 or 9 when I get there. So it all depends. Actually, you know what? I might actually have a video that I can show you. Is this video? No. Well, yeah, I guess I could show you that. But I have this nice video. Let me pause this real quick. I had nothing to do. And so I decided just to take a video of them coupling up. Kind of, yeah.
Damn you. Give me a stretch.
And of course, last Sunday it was raining most of the day. But, you know, it's honestly not the first time I've been in the rain. I've been in the rain a couple times. Yeah. That was one of the days where it was early as hell. I was up at 4 a.m. to get in the car by like 4:30, 5 o'clock to be there early. Because when we have to do those runs, it takes a little longer for the train cars to get heated. So because of that, you know, and we don't open the windows, so it's easier, but, you know, I get there early, but like the engineer and the conductor, they may get there about an hour, half an hour to an hour earlier than I do. So for them, it's even earlier. The one that I have to be there really early, that's actually our Christmas tree train. So we get the passengers on board, and we go down to the Wiggins Christmas tree farm, and people can actually cut down their own trees, and then we put it on a flat car we have. We bring it back to Westchester Station, and then they can load it on their cars. So, you know, it is a really nice experience to see people happy. Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, and you know, I'm actually probably going to stay with the Westchester Railroad till I get certified as an engineer. And then after that, right now I'm actually thinking about either SEPTA or Amtrak. but right now I don't know. I have a lot of time to think about it, because it's going to be at least, what, next year is when I can start becoming a brakeman, start as a student brakeman, and I don't think I'll be an engineer till I'm like 22, 23, depending on how long it takes me to get from student brakeman to brakeman, and then student conductor to conductor, and on and on. But, you know, to have this, so basically to get this knowledge, it is free. So instead of going to college for a program, instead of having to pay for college for a program, or try to get into the railroad, I can actually do this, and then I will already be a bit ahead of anybody else. So yeah, it definitely will look on the resume. And I recommend it to everybody to, if they want to do it. You know, I've been actually told by like the people that I work with, it's better. It's even better to do it now, because I will know more, and I'll already be ahead of everybody. And it's just fun. I mean, it honestly is fun all around. You know, it's a very serious thing you have to do, but you know, it is also very fun to do this. And then I also did one day, and I hate it that it's only one day, but I did one day of track work, so that was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun. Okay, yeah. Definitely, if you do join, you will definitely have fun. On any given day, God, how many people? On any given day, we have like sometimes 3, sometimes 5 train man, the conductor, and then the engineer, and then the brakeman. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. Because I want to say I do a little bit of everything, but I can't really say that because I've only done track work once. But, you know, even though I'm under the age of 18, there's still a lot I can do for track work. So right here is actually, so once this train passes it, I'll zoom out and actually show you where we are. So this is actually where, so these 2 lines came apart back when we departed that 1 yard. So, you know, I was a little lazy. I didn't want to make them go their own way. So I decided, you know what, why not make a diamond? Because Amtrak, this is actually where Amtrak comes from this direction, goes this way, and comes back onto the line this train is currently running on. So, you know, it's a little different, and you're welcome. Yeah, if you have any questions about it, I'm definitely willing to answer. I was gonna say something, now I can't remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, I definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to do it or is looking forward to doing it. Yeah, and then in 2 weeks we actually have our 25th anniversary. So we're having this event. I know we're having a helicopter now. This is like one of the ones that you can just get in and take pictures in. It's coming from the helicopter museum. That's actually located in Westchester, or right outside of Westchester. But yeah, if you want to come out for the 25th, we are having a lot of things happening that day. So right here is where right here, This track goes this way. Now our train went this way. This track goes this way. And then this is where we meet up. So Amtrak would go down this track right here, continue this way. So my train is actually gaining speed right now, which is what I want. Alright, so this is actually where that grain train would have unloaded here at the American Grain Company. And then would have continued straight this way. And then, shoot, did I line myself up? I do not remember. So once we get to here, my train is going to be slowing down to 25 miles an hour because we got some sharp curves, and then there is a tunnel that has an extremely sharp curve. That if I go over 25 miles an hour, realistically I would derail. So yeah, we're doing our normal train rides 12 and 2:30, and then we're also having a train that is taking people to our yard, and we're actually doing yard tours. I do not believe I'm going to be on that one. I believe I'm only going to be on the regular trains. But yeah, I know we're going to have like people coming, being on the platform. So yeah, it's going to be, I think we might have food there. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. This is, yeah, this is going to be, we are actually, repainting 2 locomotives, 6499, which is our GP9. We're actually, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. And then we're also repainting one of our switcher locomotives. Unfortunately, it's not going to actually be running. I've heard that it might be running, that it might be on a train, but it's not. It won't be running under its own power. But these are definitely, the paint schemes are definitely 2 paint schemes I am really looking forward to. Yeah, I do not want to spoil it. I mean, because I know what it's going to be, but I don't completely know what it's going to be at the same time, because I've only seen what it looks like so far. But yeah, and honestly, I've also been told not to spoil it, so. Oh yeah, also, speaking of the Westchester Railroad, I actually created, I'm going to have to definitely do a video on that. I created the Westchester Railroad in Trainz. So I have 2 versions of the 1803. One that I found online, and then one that I partially repainted. And then I have a fully repainted 6499 in its original paint scheme. So the one that I was there. So the one that I had when I first started. That they had when I first started. And then I also had, I added 4230, I think, or 4213. They're both the same type of locomotive, just different numbers. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do a video on that. I will, you know what, I'm going to do it. I will try to have time. I have Boy Scouts tomorrow, so I will fit it in between school and Boy Scouts. But I will definitely try to do it. You know, I might not do a live stream. I might even start working on the video tonight and try to get it out by tomorrow. Because there is not a lot of scenery on it. I'm going to be honest, because I've just been playing it for myself. But I definitely have to add this scenery. Oh yeah, and I have a little bit of a funny story. I don't think I can get into much details right now, but last weekend we were doing our normal excursion, right? We had 8 people, a total of 8 people riding our train. And, you know, we're going over the bridge, and I see police cars on one side and then flares on the other side. Turns out a semi-truck was too high, and hit the bridge. So yes, I think that's exactly the one you're talking about. Yeah, it's that one, 4568, that one, yeah. But so the semi truck hit the bridge. So myself, my dad, and one of the other volunteers, we went out to just inspect the bridge. Now I don't have a picture of it on my phone. I don't have a picture of it on me right now, but I actually got up on the tracks to inspect the top of the bridge. But yeah, there wasn't any damage that I could see. There wasn't much damage. There's some scraping on the bottom of the bridge, but everything is in running condition, so that is good. But for right now, I think that's all that I can say or should say. But yeah, every now and then you get the craziest things to happen. Not always, but every now and then, you know. I mean, the bridge is 9 feet high, so the truck must have been at least 10 or 11 feet, because it ripped almost the whole top of the truck off. So those locomotives are actually, so yes, they were CSX locomotives. I actually repainted them for this route specifically for the WVP&M, the West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. So we have an ex-CSX ES44AH, an ex-Union Pacific SD70 Ace, an ex-CSX-9 44CW, no, yeah, I think, same thing. And then I also have an FURX locomotive, SD40-2. And then I still want to repaint some locomotives. I tried to repaint, I tried to repaint the NS SD60E, but I wasn't able to, so I'm going to find another locomotive to substitute in. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be really honest. I don't know if I'm going to release these because they are from other websites. I know the ES44AH is from Jointed Rails. Thank you. I mean, there is one reskin. I'm not gonna lie, I might as well show it because it is funny. It was one of my first ever reskins. And I kind of failed. And when I say kind of, I mean completely. Yeah, I completely failed, and at that point I was like, you know what, I give up on it. I like the horn I have on it. I named it the ES44AC WVP&M Bad Paint Scheme. I mean, I guess in a way that could be a heritage unit, but I don't know. But yeah, but it did not end very well. Yeah, I mean, I have 2 other heritage units, you know, but I didn't repaint them myself. They're actually Western Maryland. They're actually from Jointed Rail. They are Western Maryland. They're Western Maryland SD70 Aces. They come in pairs. They're gonna come in pairs. So we got 258 and 259. So this says 252, but I'm gonna change it to 258. So yeah, they're Western Maryland. I'm making them because, I mean, technically we are running in West Virginia and Maryland. So I'm going to say back in the day, yes, the Western Maryland Railroad used to run on here. But I just thought, you know, it's unique. And I really liked how they looked, so I decided, you know what, why not? I'm not gonna lie, it is very hard to do. Sometimes it works. Like, I've been doing very simple stuff, like with the CSX. I didn't even try to repaint it another color. I just took the CSX out and just put WVP in it. But, you know, I definitely got to try to do a little different. Alright, so it's going to be 25 for a little bit. And then once we get through the tunnel, my whole train gets through the tunnel, I can go back up to 30. And then I'll be going into the yard, and I'm probably going to call it a night then. But we still got probably like a 20-minute thing. Up here I come, right on the curve. Yeah, actually, I'm going to bring myself in at 30 right now and let myself coast in. Because I am going up a little bit of grade. Excuse me. I'm getting very tired. You know, I hate that happened to you. Because I know what it feels like to have computer issues. Now, a couple months ago, I was supposed to have beta testers for my Philadelphia subdivision and my Shenandoah subdivision, and I did that very quietly, like a few friends in my circle. Unfortunately, the one friend I chose to do it wouldn't do it without having all the assets. So unfortunately, it was never beta tested. So it kind of got put on hold to release. So, because I wanted to have people's perspective on it before I did a full release on it. So unfortunately, because it really never got beta tested, it unfortunately never got released. But you know, at this point, I'm just thinking I'm not going to beta test and I'm just going to release it. I mean, it's not finished completely, but because there's a lot of details, but I did most of the detailed stuff. Alright, let me see. Okay. So, yeah, this train is a monster. So this train is actually... What is it? It's WVP&M Manifest Q664. And then we have Q665. So right now I only have two main manifests that run on here, and then I have a couple intermodals. So I made it that this part of the line is going to have, or at least the line that I'm not, that where the yard was, there to the other end of the route is going to be about 18 or so trains a day. And that's just from like 8 or 9 in the morning to about 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Oh, wow. Okay. I've been to Norwood Station a couple times. Yeah, the NEC is definitely a great place to rail in. And the CSX action is kind of, and I say it a little lightly, picked up. It all depends on the day you go, I've noticed. It seemed like it picked up, and then, you know, it seems to have gotten quieter again. But, yeah, wait, what did I just do? Oh, that was for an 8. But yeah, definite. Now, I do have to be very honest, there are a couple, and I say couple, and I'm being honest, because I don't want to say that it comes often, but there is an autorack train. Yes, it does come daily, but every now and then, when they bring up the intermodal cars, one Q216 or Q217, I forget which one it is, they'll actually it's so long that they have to pull up all the way to where, so right where I live is the bridge that's like between, it's near Fairview Avenue. So it comes up past Fairview, and it's so long that they pull up and then they reverse and then pull up again and then they reverse. So it's a quite interesting move. Yeah, I mean, I don't rail fan the Trenton sub much, but I'm part of a rail fanning group. It doesn't seem like they get much action. Although I'm surprised because the Philly sub gets some action, but that's because a lot of the trains turn in Philly. Now I know that they do. Now I do know that SEPTA is running an express train, I believe, from Wawa, because I did see one or two SEPTA express sets with the ACS 64 sitting in the Wawa yard when I did the inaugural run with everything. So yeah, and I believe, so I do believe that is happening, but I don't know for sure. But I definitely have to get back up there. So this is why I go 25 through here, because this is a very sharp curve. Even at 25 it seems to be cutting it a little close, but let me get this train coming out of the tunnel. Hey, long time no talk, I think. Yeah, I did have another horn on it, and then I decided to change it because this sounds a lot more realistic to the horn that is on it now. So this part of the route is actually in West Virginia, and I decided to do that because these are this is the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains. So I decided, it would be it's a perfect place for this West Virginia setting. I'm going to cross myself over to the middle track. So right here is where the grade really starts to, oops, I'm going over the speed limit. So this is really where the grade starts to come up and then come down. And then here we are approaching the yard. So now I gotta figure out what track I want to go on, because there are a lot of tracks in this yard. You know what? I think I want to go all the way up. I'm gonna stay here. Probably gonna have to split my train into two, which is perfectly fine for me. I am definitely gonna have to give that a 10 out of 10, personally. Once I get to the yard, I'm probably gonna tie down and call it a night. Because unfortunately I have school tomorrow, but I might actually do a rail fanning compilation. Is that right? Yeah, rail fanning compilation. Man, I'm losing it. I'm gonna do that, and it'll be like from all different areas on this, because and you know what, I might even add locals, because there may or may not be one train here that still uses a caboose. And in one video I'll show you why, and it's actually in that one yard where that grain train is stopped, because in order to get onto that track, I pull out with my locomotives leading, but when I cross over, I gotta reverse through the crossing with my caboose leading first. And there are some jobs, like some industries that I have to serve, that I'm gonna have to use a caboose just for safety, extra safety. Nice! Pretty much a shoving platform, yeah. I mean, I have a couple to choose from, but, yeah, I haven't quite decided. By the way, this car is for you, Central New Haven rail fan, or Central New Haven, oh my god, I'm losing. Central New Hampshire rail fan, this is specifically for you. And it's even better, I can ride in this car. Yeah, I thought you would like that car. There is another one placed somewhere on this train. I don't remember exactly. But well, yeah, of course you see it, but yeah, I just thought that was a nice little surprise for you. Just because that is your rail fan. I mean, because that is your rail fanning territory, and that is your favorite. Well, I'm not the Pan Am expert, so I'm gonna let the expert say something. And I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. At one point, I might actually be able to get up to 35-ish. Here come, I think that's the other Pan Am boxcar. Yep, here's the other one. some loaded trash. You know, I heard about one train that went through here, but by the time I found out about it, it was too late. And then I also heard, ooh, yeah, I will definitely have to do that. Well, first of all, let's get one thing straight. These are not double stacks. These are trailers. And I don't know why. I'm going to be really honest. I don't know why. I made this. This is a train I just made that I just grabbed because I had pre-made it. I didn't feel like making a new one that I made months ago. I want to say I'm doing it because, yeah, I'm going to be really honest. They kind of did. With the screen in the middle and then this, trying to do this, yeah, it doesn't really help. I don't really know why they're there. I'm just going to say, for the sake of realism, that this is just a, they're just here. This is not a normal thing. They're just here because they're extra, empty extra trailers that are just going somewhere. Alright, my train is going a little slow now, so speed it up. So we still have a good amount. We still have all this to do from tram all the way up to get through. Well, to answer your question, I want to say it's a Class 1 railroad, but it might be a Class 2 at the same time. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look at what really makes it a Class 1 and Class 2. I mean, I run enough trains, and this is a big enough railroad that it probably could be a Class 1 railroad. I think originally I had the idea of just doing a Class 2, but I think that this has just grown into such a big railroad, and you know, the trains are so long that I think it's officially a Class 1 railroad. Maybe. Oh shoot. Not a good idea, Matthew. Alright, let me see how sharp these curves are. Alright, I'm gonna make this a little brighter. Alright, so okay. Alright. So you know what? Let's watch this train come around the next couple curves. So I'm gonna go up to 35 miles an hour for now. Yeah, there's one train, and it's the line that gets only two freight trains. Oh, two freight trains in one day, about once or twice a week, and those are over like 250 car long trains. They are massive. I guess yes, they're over 250 cars, but it also depends on. No comment on that one. I kind of did, which is, yeah, I was not thinking at the time, but yeah, I kind of did. Alright, now this is where the grade gets real. No, I know you are. Yeah, I know. How could I? You know, I volunteered at Railroad, and they say never walk in front of a train, or if you do, even if it's stopped, always go 20 feet out and look at what I'm doing. I cracked myself up. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, I should. I really should. Also, I also heard that there was the CSX Ventures, a CSX train with Venture sets for Amtrak came on the Philly sub. I want to say the Trainz sub, but I'm not completely sure about it though. All right, we are almost at the home stretch. So I guess it would be called a CSX Venture train. Yeah, I was in school at the same time. Yeah, it sounds like CSX is getting... I don't understand. They got rid of them, but now they want them back. Now they're getting them back. So, yeah, CSX was transporting them. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm going a little too fast. That kind of happens every now and then. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, yeah, I saw the pictures of it going, leaving Cumberland, going through Martinsburg, and then like the next day or 2 days, the next day or a day after that, I saw it. It looked like it was up in Woodburn. Yep, sounds about right. Well, I don't understand it. Why did they get rid of them, but now they want them back? I mean, to me, that's a bit of... Well, actually, they made the money. They made money. To me, it seems like a waste of money. But, I don't know. Oh, you know what? That's what I gotta make a WVP and M locomotive. A C40-8. You know, I might even try... this one actually goes to you, Central New Hampshire rail fan. This one really goes to you. I might try to make a Pan Am C40-8. No promises, but I might. Yeah. Alright, so let me see exactly where... Alright, so we are literally at the final stretch. So this crossing, and then so this crossing is basically... I haven't extended it just because this crossing is basically the signal that I am entering town. You know, I know Trainz does have multiplayer, but it only works for certain routes. Now, I might be able to get it for this route or another route, but yeah, that's something I'll have to look into. Now, I wish we could invite certain people. That would be great. I definitely, you know, I totally agree. You know what? There is one day that I'm gonna have to look into where somebody's gonna have to look into it. I'll probably look into it, because I know I've tried it with a couple people. Oh, you know he would. You know exactly right. Oh yeah, and that's something I gotta talk to you about too later. It's okay. I guess I should say it's not directly with him, but alrighty. So I'm gonna get down to 15 miles an hour. Alright. Sound of those sweet locomotives. Notch 4. Alright, so I'm going to start slowing down to 15 miles an hour for my entry into the yard. So this is actually the yard where a lot of the trains either terminate or start. Now there is going to be one train that I'm actually going to have to continue going, but it's going to become... The only thing is that I'm going to take my railroad's power off, and I'm going to either replace it with CSX power or Norfolk Southern power. Which I think it'll be a very interesting move. I want to see what this box car says. Automated railway. Huh. Okay. Well, yes, they are. They're having issues because everybody's getting ready to go to strike by Friday. I've heard Norfolk Southern is already starting to stop their hazardous cargo trains, their mainline trains, intermodal and stuff. I'm pretty sure that they said they're closing their stuff tomorrow. I mean, I completely understand it. I mean, I don't know. There was an article about the conditions in Selkirk Yard in New York, and they are terrible. I mean, they're too busy because, I mean, I want to give you an exact example with CSX. They are too busy firing people. That guess what? Now they don't have enough workers, and they're trying to go to one-man yard crews in Selkirk, and they're expecting these one-person yard crew. They're expecting these one-person yard crew to do double the work that a double-person yard crew would have to do in an even shorter amount of time. And because of that, people are just leaving. So now people, and the conditions are horrible. They're not giving enough. They're not being paid nearly enough as they should be. So the unions are just tired of it, and they're getting ready to. They're striking so that they can get what they want and get what they need. I mean, I honestly, as a volunteer, I totally understand it. I might not get paid for it, but I understand it, because in the real life, if you're not getting the money you need, you can't support your family. Alright, my train has just started to enter the yard. There we go. By the way, Aiden, yes, they did, and I do not have them on this route, which is something I am lacking big time. But yeah, they have defect detectors. They have the Trainz versions, and then they have the realistic versions. Realistic versions are great. Did you hear that on the first day of school, supposedly a freshman pulled the fire alarm? Oh my god. The first day of school and they're already starting their craziness. Alright, dimming my ditch lights. Alright, I think I'm just going to cruise it out in the cab. I can definitely tell you the fire department was alerted, because with the school, anytime the fire alarm goes off, the fire department is notified. Now there is something I want to do, and it's going to honk this horn. I love that horn. And then I just got this locomotive from RR Mods. It's a GP 38-3. And then we got this one. That is my favorite. That horn. I tried to repaint another FURX locomotive and it kind of failed. The paint scheme didn't fail at all, but Man, I am hungry. Alright. I'm kind of almost in the yard. So, you know, I was bored. This yard looks so bland. I originally just had it going to about here, and then I just had it curving. And then it would have ended right around in this, almost this same area. And I'm like, you know what, it looks too bland. It doesn't look realistic. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try this. So I decided to do something like this, and then I added this. So this is probably where a lot of the trains will be made up, in this part of the yard right here. Or even the locals. But I haven't quite figured everything out yet. Well, Aiden, since you said Conrail's your favorite railroad, I am a really nice person. I'm not going to pause it. I'm actually going to get some Conrail for you. Not only do I have Conrail locomotives, because I do. Got this. I got the Conrail Heritage Unit. Whoa! Why is that flying? Why is that flying? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Alright, this. If it comes to a stop, it comes to a stop. I'll always get it moving again. I don't know why there's two there. I have all of the NS Heritage units. Alright, so I got past it. Is one. It's actually a gondola car. Well, actually, no, it's actually an aggregate car, which I can find it right here. So I'm going to add this here. Where am I? Alright, and then I got to do... Ooh, man, I'm gonna fit, I think. Nope. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna have to break this into two, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Alright, so back to the Conrail. So I got some of this stuff. I got this. That's my favorite one. Yeah, I pulled up a little too far, but that's fine, I think. It's okay. Oh yeah. I tried to actually change the horns to give them more of a realistic Norfolk Southern Conrail Heritage Unit horn. I will never try that again, because it corrupted one of the locomotives. Any day, Train. It's okay. Take your time, totally. Any day now. Oh yeah, and I like the switch. Because when you do it. Oh yeah, by the way. So, actually, wait, no, I shouldn't say anything right now. Nah, in case we get it working. I don't want to say anything. Because I don't want to ruin the surprise. So, you know what? Actually, that is a really good idea. I'm definitely going to have to do it. You know, and I might even do 89. You know what? Actually, I don't know. I might do the NS Conrail Hydrogen and then the Conrail ST70 Mac. Because that's my favorite horn. Alright. I'm going to pull back about 30-something, couple hundred feet. Probably about 1,000 feet. Maybe 2,000. Whoa! Shoot! This is why they say don't be tired and drive. You know what? Honestly, I don't even know if you can. I'm gonna be really honest, because they only do multiplayer for certain things. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it working for this route or another route that I have, but I don't know. Ooh, that's a little sharp, but it's okay. Give me speed limit. So. No, I really got it. I'm gonna be honest. My mind has gone blank. Oh yeah, a week ago, I was trying to make my own custom Amtrak horn from one of the Amtraks that caught up in Altoona. How did that go? Bad. It went badly. Yeah. I couldn't figure out why it said the file wouldn't work, and I couldn't figure out how to change. I know how to change it, but. All right, Aiden. I will talk to you probably tomorrow. Alright, yeah, I might not do it tonight, because honestly, I'm probably only going to talk for a little bit, because I'm tired, but I'm probably going to get my second dinner. Crap. See, and this is why. Oh my lord. Okay, what did I just do? Okay, well, on that note, I'm just going to end the stream at this point because. Yeah, I kind of may or may not have caused a derailment, but we won't talk about that. Nobody knows about it. So at this point, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope to come back tomorrow. I hope to. If I don't do a live stream, I will do my best to upload tomorrow. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Adios.